Morning guys, welcome to another vlog. It's long overdue on this English channel, man. We gotta be back, and it's a good day. We're starting off in the morning with a run. Man, how cool is it? You know, you guys have never seen me do home workouts, right? Because I never liked home workouts. I feel like the gym is way superior, which I still feel like. But the nice thing about home workouts is that you can just wake up and do them right away. So having a home gym one day, that would be cool. But with running, it's the same thing, man. You can just wake up, go for a run, and within minutes, I'm in this beautiful place, which otherwise, like, I would never be here, right? And it doesn't take that much time off your day as you might think if you do it strategically. Like me, I wake up, I'll just go. And then afterwards, to get the day started. And it's a nice feel, man, but it's also difficult. I feel like running in that aspect is more difficult than lifting. I don't know if you guys feel the same way. So if you are a gym rat and you start running, let me know. If you're already running, you probably feel the opposite way. Feel like the gym is tough. But yeah, for me, the gym is just like a routine, you know? Of course, there are days where I feel like running, but there's a lot of days where I don't feel like putting on those shoes, man. Especially if I have like muscle pain and stuff. And a note on that, make sure to like really properly train, because I got injured a few times because I went too hard. So really build it up slowly. But I feel like the gym, I gotta go. I feel like the gym, the gym is more like, I don't know, maybe cooking. You don't, like, it's not that bad. You just get it done, afterwards you feel nice. But it's more like a routine. You know you're gonna do it anyway, so you're not gonna skip it, right? At least that's how it is for me. So yeah, I'm training for a half a marathon. All right, workout complete. And today was a threshold workout. And basically it's a 10-minute warm-up, easy run. Then we do 1 kilometer at the estimated pace I'm gonna be doing at the half marathon, which is between 5:55 and 6:05. After that, we do this for 1 kilometer, then 2 minutes, easy jog again. We repeat this for 5 times, and then 10 minutes, easy jog as a cool down. So in total, this was like exactly 1 hour. And I don't know with this thing about running compared to lifting, but like the after sweat is just crazy. So I'll grab this, I'll put on the AC. I'll literally like stand in front of the AC while eating a handful of dates. All right, you can't beat this. And then that's pretty much the routine. Oh man, that's good. So, the win. So I do this before I take the shower, because if I take the shower right away, even if the shower is fairly cold, and you don't want to put it too cold, it's actually bad after a workout, taking a full cold shower. So even if it's a little bit cold, I'll come out of the shower and I start sweating again. It's so annoying, man. Does anyone have a remedy? Please let me know. And then I'll have some electrolytes. I only do this after my long runs, not after every single run. These are from my protein. They taste really good as well. And next to this, gonna have my first meal. So I did have some dates, okay, some simple, fast-acting sugars. Also want to get some complex carbs in, together with some protein. So we're gonna do a bowl of oats, you know, what else? And the important thing here is to not mix in any fats. So what I'll often do is have a bowl of oats and then 100% natural peanut butter or some cashew butter, which is nice. But now we don't want to do that because we actually don't want to slow down the digestion of the carbs. So this 100 grams oats, 300 milliliters of unsweetened almond milk. Put this in a microwave, 1.5 minutes. This is the cookies and cream flavor. Been enjoying this one lately. Mix it in. And then also gonna have 1 banana in that as well. And then I'll top that off with some raw honey. Look at that. Drip. So here we go, gonna eat this, take a shower, and then get to work. And I'm curious to know, like, how many of you guys actually run or want to start running? Let me know in the comments, man. Now, one thing about me, I like spending my money on stuff that actually matters or that I need in some sort of way, that are gonna enhance my life, which is why, you know, even now, or like, it doesn't matter how much money I'm gonna make, I'm not gonna buy the most fancy stuff there is. But with some things, I like doing that, such as with camera equipment. Whereas I have so many cameras, I have so many lenses. Just now I got a package in, I already forgot what the package was, but I ordered a tripod, kind of like maybe a month ago on his website. It was really cheap for the gym. It's just, I knew it wasn't gonna be much. And then I got recommended a couple other things and I was like, oh, these gadgets are pretty cool. So right now my girlfriend sees me walking around like this, testing all these things out. And very often I'll end up not really using those things as much as I expected. I think that I spend a lot of money on the things that I love, also on like experiences. So people can never take that from me. And I always kind of like, I'm good at convincing myself, because I'll always tell myself like this is gonna contribute in some sort of way. So I always find kind of like a reason to buy something. And I don't know, I think that's kind of like how it works for me. I don't really know if that's good or bad. It's probably bad. And I have a new hobby now, so I can spend money again on shoes, because I do like shoes. Haven't purchased much, but now I think I'm gonna get into hoarding running shoes. No, I'm just kidding. So this is like my first pair. You don't want to run too long on one pair. They say about like a general guideline is 400 to 800 kilometers. I've had these for probably 1.5 years. So then I got the shin splints again, like the ankle injury. I got some new ones, man. Blue. These are kind of like the Daily Wins branding colors as well. I think freaking sick. But I just have 2 pairs now, so I want to buy another pair of running shoes. And maybe you have some suggestions to what running shoes I should buy. These are kind of like daily trainers. And then I also got these. These are very nice. I think they're called Nike Metcon, because they're more for like Metcon training, such as, you know, the High Rocks style workouts. I haven't fully committed myself to the full workouts yet, but I've been, you know, implementing some metabolic conditioning into my training. So then those are for that purpose. But also, when I start running now and also going to the gym, I need a lot more outfits. And I'm blessed to be part of Alphalite, so I always have the sickest gym and running clothes. But guys, I'm gonna bless one of you as well. This week it is Athlete Week at Alphalite, which means with my code Merijn, you will get 30% off the entire week, which is crazy because they only do big sales like this during Black Friday and the birthday sale, which was a couple months ago. Now I'm giving away like 800 euros on my Instagram, so you can head over there. But I also wanna do a YouTube giveaway here, because I appreciate you guys, man. You're my fam. Okay, so I'm also going to give away a 100 euro gift card here. But first, let me show you some of my favorite items. So first, we got my favorite gym fit core tee. You can match this with anything, available in different colors. And you know, the fit is just great. It's not too tight, but it definitely shows off the physique nicely. Then we have the Elite Swift shorts, which are my favorite shorts at the moment for both the gym and running. They have some compression and they have a zipper on both sides. Then we have the Athletics sweatband. Absolutely love these. Not only do they fit great, they're also fashionable in style now. Super comfortable material, wearing it with a ribbed tank. And this is one of my favorite items lately. It has 0 branding, but the quality is so much better than when you buy this at like a Zara or H&M. And here I'm matching it with the Origin full zip jacket. This combo is absolute fire. And then once you're in the gym, you're warm, you take it off once you feel comfortable with those guns, but you can also zip it all the way up. And this sea salt color is my personal favorite, and this is my favorite running outfit. So the core tee I like to wear mostly in the gym, also outside of the gym, just on a regular day. This one I like for running because it's not too tight, has an even more like breathable, light material. And I'm not gonna lie, I always want the guns to be hugging the sleeves at least a little bit, so I ordered a medium on this one, which I never do, but I can recommend sizing down if you want that too. And here we have the Racer tank in the same material. I also like to run in this one, but also use it in the gym. And then I like to wear the dynamic shorts for running. Let's not forget, they have a bunch of women items as well. They're famous for their leggings, so pick up a pair now with 30% off. All you have to do is place an order at Alphalite this week before Saturday, and then just post a comment under this video and let me know either your Instagram handle or your email address so I can contact you there. And I know what you might be thinking, like, Merijn, if I don't make a purchase right now and I simply comment my email address, will I still be able to win? Well, yes, my friend, you will still be able to win. I'm not gonna check all those things. The reason I'm not checking it is I do that on the other platforms, but I trust you guys. You guys are my family, okay? We're on YouTube. Okay, so it's kind of like a social contract between us. So just, I'm giving you the keys to my heart. Just please don't break it, okay? So we got some turkey on there. Normally I do make it with ham, but I didn't have ham today. And we got cheese. We call this tosti in Dutch, so I guess we call it toasty. This is one of our specialties. In the Netherlands, we grow up with this because we Dutchies love our bread. And our bread is much nicer than in your country. Well, if you're from America at least. We have fresh bread in the grocery store. Just takes a few minutes. All right, I already had lunch, so this is gonna be meal number 3 with a little bit of this. So I just had that tosti and now we're having some kiwis. These are an actual superfood, very nice. I eat 2 of them a day at the moment. And I eat them with the schil. What?
Shell, the brush, the hairy outside.
De hairy outside? Wat is schil in het Engels?
Shell.
Nee, maar shell is van een schaaldier, weet je wel. Peel. With the peel. And 1, a bunch of vitamins are in there. 2, it just saves time. It's honestly easier because otherwise you have to like take it all out. So I actually find it easier. But yeah, mostly it's for the health benefits, but also you can just do that's. Ready, done. So yeah, comment if you do the same thing, or if you think I'm an absolute psycho, which I am regardless.
Does that have to be about the cutie or
Just in general anyways.
general?
Do you want to explain why there's not this type of video? It's like a YouTube video, censored.
Oh, I thought it was.
Do you want to explain why?
I thought it was the other platform you made
I know.
videos.
That's why I haven't been around too much, you know.
So busy.
It pays a lot better. Yeah. Do you want to explain why box is somewhere in the back? Do you want to explain why those there?
Because I'm doing deep clean the house.
Why are you doing that?
Because we want to get rid of stuff.
Why do we want to get rid of stuff?
Because we don't want to move a lot of stuff.
Why?
Because we're planning to move.
That's why. Where are we moving? Check the last video. Comment if you know. If you know, you know. What was that word yesterday that we didn't know? Gen Z word, yeah. We're millennials, yeah. It's Gen Z word.
Well, you could be Gen Z or
No,
a
I'm
little
not.
young boy.
I'm not definitely. I have worked with Gen Zers. They are different. They are definitely different. It's a couple of years and it makes a whole difference. So I think millennials are watching my videos. At least if you've been around for a while. Do you guys know what skibbity doo means? Skibbity? Skibbity doo.
Skibbity. Skibby.
Skibbity.
Skrit.
So we had no clue what that meant, which means we're getting old. Just like you maybe. Or maybe not. Comment if you know what skibbity means. So for dinner tonight, keeping it simple. We don't eat complicated meals every single day. We actually both don't really like cooking. So we eat simple meals that are obviously healthy, but also quick to make, easy to make. And the air fryer is a lifesaver. Soon we want to get this double air fryer thing, which I saw at Rob's house. It was incredible. And this Ninja ice cream maker thing where you can make healthy ice cream. Awesome. If anyone knows, then let me know if that's worth the purchase. I think it's pretty expensive. So we've got some meatballs here from farmers. So this is grass-fed meat, very nice. Then we've got some red cabbage, which is super healthy, and it's something I didn't really like, but you know, in the past year or so I started to actually like it. And we've got some potatoes here and some low-fat mayonnaise, of course. So in terms of my work, I'm mainly focused on the Dutch side of my business, but also of producing content, making YouTube videos, and there's a reason for it. Now, a lot of people don't necessarily understand that reason, and very often I've been actually doubting about whether I should continue in Dutch. It's tough, man. It's tough. This thing as an entrepreneur is not easy. No matter what you see online, you see someone doing well on YouTube, you see someone killing it with their business, doing a lot of revenue. You never know what the next month is going to look like. You never know what the next year is going to look like. Things constantly change. And so for me, the reason I started making Dutch content was that at some point, it just seemed like an opportunity. And I'm also not going to lie, at some stage, I've reached a pretty high at a very young age, actually, which up until now still the highest highs I've reached back at it, like I guess student aesthetics times, I guess, but just like the biggest peak, going from like nothing to something, right? I guess that is a peak that you cannot beat. And so ever since, like I haven't had that growth anywhere, which it kind of sucks in a way. Let's be honest, because I put a lot of work into this every single day, making content, coming up with new ideas, executing them, which you guys see now less on the English channel, but I do so on the Dutch channel, right? And still, it's nowhere near what it used to be in the past. I'm not the type of guy to be like, back in the day, everything was better, because there was obviously a lot of people like that, and I could become a person of, having that resentment, like against, the algorithm and against, the way things are and what people like, because people like bigger muscles now, the big guys, the extreme guys, they get more views, right? Which is a route that even I went in some sort of way with, the whole TRT thing. And after that, I started to realize like, nah, this is, I don't want to be trapped in this freaking rat race, After the TRT thing, I started asking myself, like, what's the next move? And then I just realized like there's just so much competition here in all these different countries. everybody speaks English. My English is good, but it's like not the best. You know, I can probably make better content in Dutch and probably can target the people better and have a more clear message. And as far as the business, it was already like 80% Dutch customers, 20% overseas. So we've sold my Shredded Lifestyle book in like 150 countries, which is freaking crazy. Like, it's amazing. Thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. Like, that's awesome, right? But the majority still of like all the revenue, all the customers, the client base was still always Netherlands. Even though like 80% of my followers are from all around the world, you know, from everywhere. So at some point it just kind of like made sense business wise. And my first year, I actually went down a bit in the amount of sales, in the amount of, you know, just like views for sure, like all that kind of stuff. But if we look at like simply like monetary terms, I actually went down the first year. Also like sponsorships and stuff, right? The amount of sales that I was making. So many times I thought about, you know, I should just go back to English because that was easier. It was sort of easier in a way, you know. I already have this audience. I could, you know, do all that stuff. But I just didn't feel like. I also don't just want to be a sellout, like just do anything just to get by. I want to do something that I believe in, and I actually believe that I can make a real difference here in the Netherlands. So I was like, I really think I can make a difference here. And so I kept doing it, making Dutch videos, and now it's really cool to see, man. It's like still, as I said, I haven't reached the high that I've reached in the beginning of my career. Will I ever? I don't even know. See, a lot of people might see that as sort of like a weakness or like, oh, he gave up. And like, that's absolutely not the case. And like this year, if we fast forward 2 years since I started making Dutch content, this year is my best year ever by far. Not in terms of like revenue, but in terms of profit. By far, not necessarily more like customers than we've ever had, because we've had more in the past. But, you know, I was also working with 2 business partners who had equity in the company, right? Who I bought out, like, both of them. So now I'm 100% owner. I don't have people on my payroll anymore. You know, I used to have a lot of employees. I realized that's not making me happy. So I'll get into that in a separate video. But so basically, this is the best year ever. My social media growth, like it's kind of tough because you keep automatically comparing it to the way that it used to be. But it's not fair against myself. And so I have to compare it to, you know, the content that I was making a year ago or a couple months ago. And if I look at that, you know, the numbers are not lying. It's growing. It's doing well. You know, it's going up. And actually, like this week, we've hit 18,000 subscribers. So in a short time frame, that's honestly not bad. My younger self would have dreamt of that. It's only that I have so many on this English channel, which obviously thank you guys. And I'm losing subscribers, by the way, by the day, I think. So it's actually kind of more fun to do the Dutch channel because I see it actually growing. And on this English channel, I didn't see it growing anymore. So, which is also fine. Like, it's something that I realized, like, sometimes you got to accept and like move on. And it's tough because I'm feeling smaller. People will see me smaller, looking from a superficial level. So back in the day, I attached a lot of, you know, my self-worth to the amount of likes that I was getting, to the amount of views. Those are less right now, you know, but I know deep down that I'm doing better. I'm more healthy, you know, not just physically, but also mentally than I've ever been in my life. You know, I was often like very unhappy when I was, you know, a bit younger, making the student aesthetics videos. It was a tough time. It wasn't like, it looks very fun, but it wasn't always fun, you know? So just got a lot of balance in my life now. It's great. And I'm still, you know, growing again. But I think the lesson here is to, like, sometimes you will take a step back. You will take a big hit. You know, maybe you have a certain career and it doesn't work out the way you thought it was, or the business ends up being bankrupt, or, you know, you keep failing at different things. I'm just telling you, man, I'm getting old now, so I probably can give some of this life advice, but it's not really gonna get easier. And it's not like once you've made it forever. Even if you get to a certain point, I think you're still, like, it doesn't end. You know what I mean? It doesn't end. So it's best to just make something out of it and to accept that sometimes you will lose. Sometimes you will lose in life. And a lot of people, like back in the day, I would see other YouTube channels. I would see them kind of like slowly dying out or like decreasing. And my channel definitely, like, even if I look at the English one, it's still performing really well. You know, given the amount of time that I spent doing it. So I'm very grateful for that. But like back in the day, I would have looked at my channel and be like, that guy fell off. He fell off. He didn't put in the work anymore. I wouldn't be able to place all the other things that this person would be doing in their lives. And so I think that's kind of interesting. The more, like, the older you get, the more you can place that into a perspective. It's a very long friggin' rant. But like, maybe you're in a place right now where you've been at a higher place before, or you've reached something in your life, you've accomplished something, and now you feel like you've taken multiple steps back, maybe a lot of steps back, and you actually wonder, like, am I ever going to get there again? And I'm going to tell you, you're not going to get there again. And that may sound depressing, but let me explain. You're not going to get exactly where you've been in the past. And this is something for a long time I wanted. Like, I wanted to have the same outcome that I had all those years ago. However, I didn't want to put in the same work, the same sacrifices, and I didn't take into account that I had other priorities, other aspects of my life that I also wanted to pay attention to. And back in the day, I was laser focused just on a singular thing. So how can you expect to get the same outcome by not putting in like the same work and having the same variables? You know, yes, I did get lucky back in the day. You got to get lucky at some stage, right? When you're trying to accomplish something, and when you're trying to especially like build a business or a brand online, it doesn't mean you're just going to get lucky out of nowhere. You got to try every single day. And then at one stage, you're going to get lucky. And so maybe something similar happened to you where you've been somewhere. Now you're a couple steps back and you feel like, am I going to get there? No, you're not going to get exactly there. However, you're going to get somewhere else and probably in a better place than you've ever been. However, you're not able to see that right now, maybe in your vision. And you're going to be able to accomplish way more than you've accomplished back in the day, just not in the same way, just not with the same exact steps. The steps will change because life changes all the time. The variables change, you know. The opportunities around us, they change constantly. So yeah, don't expect to get at the exact same place. And it's not something you want. You've already been there. You want something new. You want something else, right? Because that's exciting. At least that's how I feel. So long chat, man. Appreciate you guys watching the channel, man. I want to do more of these vlogs. So let me know what you think in the comments. Give it a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.